The Mexican Air Force was carrying out normal surveillance over the Yucatan Peninsula. And basically what they're doing is they're looking for drug smugglers who might be taking off or landing at illegal landing strips cut into the jungle.
We're about 10 to 15 miles from the Miramar Lagoon.
Just a crew of Air Force pilots from Mexico out looking for drug smugglers, minding their own business, when things suddenly turned very dramatic.
They began to see on their radar a target that appeared. And, of course, their first thought is, aha, somebody just taken off from someplace. And they started to follow this radar target.
It's still in radar contact. We're trying to locate it visually with the onboard equipment, but we can't.
They never did see it, even though, according to the radar, it got to within 2 miles of the airplane.
The pilot scanned the area with a special device that detects the heat that all planes give off. The blip on their radar, however, did not seem to emit any heat at all. But when the pilots turned around, their infrared equipment did pick up something strange. Mysterious lights in the distance.
Then their forward-looking infrared started to pick up lights.
Okay, we don't know what we're looking at. There are only some luminous objects that are the same height as we are.
So it looked like something was traveling along with them at some distance away. As many as 11, I believe it was, of these lights they saw.
There go more of them. There are more behind. There are 10, 11 objects.
There are a lot of objects.
They were totally mystified by what was going on.
What's that? My God.
At this point, the puzzlement turned to maybe some apprehension and maybe even fear.
We have them in front, in the middle, and at 8.
Wow, put on your safety belts.
Let's see this one.
Don't frighten me.
If you can check by the window, we have one that is going approximately at 1, and the other ones, well, they are still at 9.
So they have us surrounded?
What were these flashing lights? Alien crafts or something much more mundane? The answer depends on whom you ask. Skeptic Robert Schaefer thinks he has a perfectly reasonable explanation.
There's just no doubt that what they filmed were oil well flares off in the Gulf of Campeche, off of the city of Carmen. This is the center of Mexico's petroleum industry, and these brilliant flares are burning on the top of the oil wells as the natural gas is burned off as they pump the oil out.
But while investigator Bruce Maccabee concedes some of the lights may have been fires, he says it still does not explain everything.
The Air Force claims that they fly in that area all the time and they haven't seen these things before or since. On the other hand, there's no doubt that they were looking directly in the direction of these fires. So I suspect that they saw the fires, but that does not explain the initial radar target, which I consider to be a true UFO.
They're moving really fast.
Nowadays, when people turn up with any kind of an unusual image on a camera or a video, they'll often just jump to the conclusion, well, these are UFOs. These must be from outer space.
We are not alone.
But that's not the right response. The right response is let's just stop, pull back a little bit, let's get some experts in here, look at this, and see if it doesn't have a rational explanation.
And yet, another correct response might be, let's get out of here.
It doesn't move away from us.
No, it doesn't move away. Who knows what that is?